Good morning and welcome. Here's the background a little. I got to figure out how to do the green screen. If anyone knows a good tutorial or something they can show me, I'm looking to have a different background. And so I thought I would change it up a little. So let's get into the emails. That's what the is titled. All right, so I got to do a right to represent here. So type your name at the bottom of the email where it's highlighting. All right, so I'll hit, and then copy and paste the message into a new email and send it directly to an email address. Okay, what's the CC himself? Email. Sorry, the first email I had to do something with. So we don't get to talk much. How's your day going? All right, so right to represent. Hello. All right. What else did he want me to do? I think this is what he wanted me to do. Subject line. Please read the below. Staffing. Initial. All right. I think I did. All right. We have to move on. All right. I think I got a better shot here. All right. So we've done that. So let's update my spreadsheet. Things are set up, so I'm not used to it yet. So today is Friday. Happy Friday. Next communication will be the 22nd. And then last communication that was today. Maybe the email and a call. All right, let me move that. All this stuff you gotta keep track of. Next communications, boom. All right. Normally it's just emails here, but you gotta do work too sometimes. It's crazy, but all right. So I think that's done. Moving on to the next one. All right. So this is someone who's trying to get me to talk about sales copy. All right. Let me first teach me how to write better sales copy. Oh, Southwest. Bill was talking about Southwest yesterday. I'll forward it to him. All right. Everybody wants to go to North Carolina to visit his kids, and the flights are limited. So he wants to get a one-way ticket and go hang out there as long as he can. Just needs a little different time. And so, so Southwest isn't offering any flights to him until like March. He wants to get out of town sooner than that. All right. Yep, we had a blizzard. Exciting times. And so it's a snow day. So everyone's home from school today. Michelle's working upstairs and the girls having a snow day. After I finish the emails and my follow-ups, I'll go out and shovel. Yeah. And then Michelle wants to watch a movie, not a movie, it's like a 15-minute show about something at 1 today. So hopefully we'll knock that out. And then I think that's all I have on the agenda. So maybe treadmill and then maybe watch a movie or something like that. Who knows? We'll figure it out. See the Seattle Seahawks Google thing. We like talking about that. So Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson wants to give input on the offensive coordinator search. Yeah. So in Houston, the offensive coordinator, the GM. The GM was picked without the quarterback's input, Deshaun Watson. And so that's ruffled some feathers. And so it sounds like Russell Wilson wants to be involved in the offensive coordinator search since Brian Schottenheimer's gone. So right now I've heard the Clemson OC and then the Chargers OC was the first one I've heard. So we'll find out where that goes. Seahawks 2020 draft class produced little, but shows big potential. I agree with that. And then the Carolina Panthers reached an agreement with Scott Fiedler as on the GM job. So Scott worked with Seattle, and now he works with the Carolina Panthers. As Seahawks turnovers decrease on offense, so did the takeaways on defense. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. We started last season with a very high-powered offense, and then we kind of slowed down and we put our focus on our defense because we had to have a high-power offense because our defense couldn't stop, anything. They were like a wet paper sack. And so eventually we figured out how to get the defense working again. And we went back to the old Seattle Seahawks way where we weren't as exciting, but we were winning games, but it just wasn't as much fun. We weren't scoring like 40 points. We were scoring like 20 and winning 20-17 on a last minute field goal kind of games. But that's the Seahawks way. Was not as much fun, but still W's a W. And so I think that's what they're trying to say here. As the Seahawks turnovers decreased on offense, so did the takeaways on defense. Or maybe they're talking about, I don't know, because Russell threw a lot of interceptions this year trying to start back up that exciting offense again. He had some bad games. A look at the 4 Seattle Seahawks 2021 restricted free agents. Okay. We have 4. I thought it was like, maybe there's unrestricted and restricted. So let's look into this one. So we have 4 restricted free agents. Who do we have here? So it's just pictures, actually. Guard Jordan Simmons, tackle Chad Weller, linebacker Shaquem Griffin, defensive tackle Puda Ford. It's literally a look. It's just a picture of the 4 guys that are restricted free agents. There was no article or nothing. That's an interesting article. All right, Thursday's roundup. Dave Wyman breaks down Jamal Adams' gutsy wild card performance. Okay, I don't know why it was gutsy. He had some injuries, and he's like, I'm definitely going to play, so maybe that's why it was gutsy. Let's see what Dave Wyman says about Jamal Adams. Even though the all-pro safety was battling through a shoulder injury, Wyman says playing Adams in last Saturday's game against the Rams was the right move. Yeah, I mean, even if he's not his best, just being out there, it scares people. Yeah, that's not much of an article. It's more of a headline. And once you dug into it, it was really nothing. ex-Seattle Seahawks security manager arrested for child pornography charges. Yeah, we heard about that yesterday. Security manager. I wonder if it's a loose term of manager. Aaron Maesta was arrested on charges of allegedly possessing and dealing child pornography. According to his LinkedIn profile, the 41-year-old Macedo began working with the Seahawks as a part-time security officer in 2011 and became a security manager in September 2018. So he was there for like 9 years, 11 if he was there beginning of this year. Now I want to see his LinkedIn profile. Security manager at Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, there he is right there posing next to the trophy. He was there for 9 years and 5 months. He started as a part-time security officer back in September 2011. In February 2013, he became a security assistant. October 2017, lead security officer. September 2018, security manager, and that's where he's been since then. But now he's been arrested for arrested on charges allegedly possessing and dealing child pornography. Oh, man. Well, that's interesting. Well, LinkedIn has some notifications from me. Check them out while I'm there. So experience is a hard teacher because it gives the test first and the lesson afterwards. I like that one. Off the top of my head here. There we go. I've got 9 notifications on LinkedIn. I've been here in a while. Let's see what we have. Scott got a new role, so congrats to Scott. It looks like Tim Tebow has a New York Times bestseller. He's excited about that. Damon Johns, stop scrolling. Release all your stress you're holding. Take a deep breath with me. Then let's do what we should always do. Let's talk. Comment one thing that's on your mind. Maybe it's an accomplishment, a worry, emoji, anything. Then connect with another person in the comments. Let's hold more conversations in 2021. So what's one thing on my mind? And then reach out to said person. That's kind of nice. That's a fun idea. I don't know what's on my mind. I'll have to come back to that one. LinkedIn wants me to spend some money to join their thing, but they want me to give me a month free for that. So I don't know what I would get for that. That looks like people are looking at my profile. Interesting. Microsoft, Oracle, and Salesforce join a push for digital vaccine credentials, so we can tell who's taking it and who's not. Okay, so the daily rundown for Friday. Jobless claims jump by 1 million. Is it too hard to quit Amazon Prime? New Yorkers owe $1 billion in rent. Whoa. Costco pulls plug on photo centers. Paranoia creeps into remote work. Latest COVID-19 news. An idea of the day. benevolent friction. We like to be hard on ideas but soft on people. Do we? I can see that as I think about it. This Qualcomm is doubling down on chip performance. A startup founded by ex-Apple employees will be acquired by Qualcomm for $1.4 billion. Okay, now I know that. All right, so those are the notifications. We looked up this Seattle Seahawks guy's LinkedIn because the article looked up his LinkedIn. It's from USA Today. All right, moving on. Seattle Seahawks add defensive help in 7th round in 2021 NFL mock draft. Okay, so it's an NFL mock draft. Let's see what they think we're going to get. I don't know. This article didn't really tell me anything. So they think we're going to get an edge rusher from Oregon State, Himclair Rashed Jr. with our first pick, 2nd round, pick number 55. And then we got a pick in the 4th round. And we think we're going to get a defensive back from UCF, Aaron Robinson, round 4, pick 124. So then our next pick is the 5th round. And we think, we're going to get the outside tackle from Iowa in the 5th round. I better send that to Jason. He likes the Iowa Hawkeyes, so he would like getting that information. I clicked on Messenger. Oh, I found that Run the Jewel stuff. I sent that to him on SoundCloud. I want to go check that out. In the 7th round, I think we're going to get a defensive tackle, Carlo Kemp. That's it. 4 picks, I think we have. Seahawks season was not a success. It wasn't. No, we lost in the 1st round of the playoffs. I agree with that. Seahawks fire security manager arrested after child porn. I would think so. That seems like a reason to fire someone. All right, so that's all the Seahawks news. There you go. Yeah, the article, when I pasted it into Messenger, said Seattle State, as defensive help in the 7th round. So it might take him to that same first page I looked at, and he wouldn't be able to see the Iowa guy, was my thought. Yeah, so the guy that I sent the right to represent says, thanks, Josh. Have a great weekend. I'll follow up on Tuesday after the notes from the call. I'll send a thank you to him also. So the New York cooking, what to cook this weekend. I have a picture of a chicken in a pan. It's 1-pan cooking with some lemon and some seasoning. We've got spicy stewed trip with scallions. No, thank you. Oh, it's the crispy Parmesan roasted chicken with lemon. I'll give it a try. I'm not scared of any of that. Rice noodles with garlicky cashew sauce. I'll give it a try. Cheese grits with saucy black beans, avocados, and radish. Not really. Ground beef chili with chocolate and peanut butter. What? That's interesting. Never seen that before. All right. Let's see. So William Hill is a sports booking. They're talking about the NFL divisional rounds. So Saturday, the Rams play Green Bay at 4:35 Eastern time on Fox. Looks like Aaron Donald is set to return from his rib injury that took him out of the Rams wildcard upset against Seattle, which could give Green Bay already ailing offensive line a lot of trouble. So we lost to the Rams, and they started their backup quarterback. He got injured, so their startup quarterback came in, Jared Goff, and he had an injured finger. And then their best defensive lineman, Aaron Donald, got injured, and yet we still lost the game. The Rams is number one defense, and the Packers are the number one offense. So we'll see what happens. And so that's what William Hill is talking about. Case in point, even with question marks at quarterbacks for the Rams, the Packers opened at a 7-point favorites. But not only has that dropped to 6.5, that is only the divisional round total to decrease, dropping from 47 to 45.5. Yeah, gambling talk. I don't understand it. Next, we got Baltimore at Buffalo. That's at 8:15 Eastern time. It's on NBC. This is the shortest spread in the divisional round, goes to the Bills. We've seen their line open, dip, and bounce back from 2.5-point favorites against the Ravens. According to Nick, someone's Bodanovich, director of trading at William Hill US, this change could be weather-related. Because Lamar Jackson's never played in a snow game, and this might be a snow game. But it might also have something to do with Buffalo's running game taking a huge hit last week with Zach Moss was ruled out for the rest of the season with an ankle injury. Yeah, so they lost Zach Moss, but they picked up Dakota Freeman. That doesn't sound right. Devontae Freeman used to run for the Falcons, came in for the Giants when Barkley went down, and now he's on their squad as a backup because they don't have a backup running back because Moss went down. Meanwhile, the Ravens, who are 5-3 against the spread anyway this season, held Derrick Henry to 40 yards rushing. Yeah, so Derrick Henry was the league's leading rusher this year, and they played him last week, and he only got 40 yards. So I think it won't win with Zach Moss and whoever back there. Not Zach Moss, Singletary and whoever back there. So, it's divisional round games. They all should be good. So that one should be good. I expect Green Bay to beat the Rams. I expect Buffalo to beat Baltimore, but there's always a surprise. So Cleveland's at Kansas City at 3:05 Eastern time on CBS on Sunday. The Kansas City Chiefs opened at 9.5, but currently a 10-point favorite against the Browns. Kansas City is the only double-digit favorite in the divisional round, but Cleveland is coming off a huge upset of the Steelers. It was their first postseason victory since 1995. The total also jumped noticeably, shifting from 55.5 to 57. I think the total is the combined score, but I think Kansas City doesn't take their foot off the gas, so we'll find out how that goes. And then the last game is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints at 6:40 Eastern time on Fox. The Saints opened to 4-point favorites against Tampa's Tom. I thought it was Tampa. I liked that. And the Buccaneers. But the line dropped to -3 and the total climbed to 50 to 52. The Saints swept the regular season series. So what gives? I'm surprised that this line is down to 3, Bogdanovich said. Those games in the regular seasons weren't fluky. It's just years and years of good performance. I don't know why they think this matchup will be any different for Tampa Bay. I think New Orleans is going to go in with a lot of confidence, thinking they're going to do it to them again, whereas Tampa has to do something different. It makes sense. So there was an NBA mega deal. It took less than 10 games, but Houston finally granted Harden's wish Wednesday in a 4-team mega trade that reunited Harden with KD in Brooklyn. Yeah, and they also got Kyrie Irving. That's sure. Brooklyn has once again mortgaged its future on a narrow title window, propped open by 3 players' salaries worth more than the entire Knicks payroll, but they're also improved their title odds. Championship futures on the Nets opened at 12-1 before jumping to plus 450 after opening night. Now, after a 7-6 start to the season, a series of question marks questioning Kyrie's availability, and nothing stands in the way between DeAndre Jordan and the starting lineups, those odds have jumped again to plus 300. Meanwhile, the Lakers are still favored. They won it last year to a plus 240. Own the league's best record at 10-3 are currently riding a hot 4-game win streak because basketball is a game you actually need to play to win. I don't know what that sentence means. In any sports, you need to play to win. MLB's future shifts, New Year's, new owners, and an unspoken New Year's resolution to deliver good news. Step right up and greet the Mets' new and improved 2021 World Series winner odds. They open at plus 3,500, but after the big bet last week trading Francisco Lindon and Carlos Carson, they hit the plus 1,300, leading all teams in the total number of tickets and dollars waged on the 2021 Major League Baseball World Series future. So they think it's the Mets year. Well, New York fans will be happy about that because their football teams, the Giants and Jets, not so much. The Jets got a new head coach, the 49ers defensive coordinator, Salas. And so that was done yesterday. And the Jaguars got a new coach, Urban Myers. That was taking place yesterday, too. So 2 of the 7 vacancies have been filled. Hockey is back. 10 teams took the ice Wednesday night, including Tampa Bay Lightning, last season's Stanley Cup champions. So that's who won the Stanley Cup, who began their title defense with a 5-1 win over the Chicago Blackhawks. Tampa Bay currently sits a plus 750 to repeat on the Stanley Cup champions, second only to the Colorado Avalanche. So I guess the Avalanche are supposed to win, and Tampa Bay is second. And Tampa Bay won it last year. I wonder what Colorado got. And with more than 20 games slated from Saturday and Monday, there's no better time to get bets down on your Stanley Cup futures, division title futures, playoff odds, and regular season point totals. Yeah. So that's a little sports the thing. I liked it. Something that says weekend water cooler. Kind of wrap it all up for you. It was kind of good. All right. So Michelle has written back about the ground beef chili with chocolate and peanut butter, and she wrote ick. I know it's a weird combination. I'll tell you that. So let's go through this BuzzFeed. Biden unveils a $1.9 trillion pandemic rescue plan. Okay. The plan calls for sheltering workers, states and local governments and businesses until accelerated vaccinations and testing programs allow for schools and economies to emerge from a surging pandemic. Okay. Biden also called for raising minimum wage to $15, additional infrastructure spending, and increased taxes on the wealthy, and a preview of his program in his presidency. It's pretty nice. Some Black officers say their departments ignore their white colleagues' radicalizations. Police departments across the U.S. face growing problems. One was that made more pronounced by the storming of the Capitol last week. Many officers do not accept the political process that awarded Joe Biden the presidency. Really? Many officers. Okay. Some officers even hold the belief that their duty to protect and serve extends to helping overturn and outcome the election. Wow. I didn't know that. For those who have been warning the heightened radicalization among the country's law enforcement ranks, the facts that off-duty cops traveled to D.C. to press the free and fair election alongside white nationalist groups was just an elevation of the already existing problems. That's interesting. 2020 was one of the hottest years on record. Global warming is to blame. See, I was thinking that not many of us were outside because of the pandemic, so I thought it would have been a good year. So I'm disappointed to hear that. This one starts with, she believes Trump now. She doesn't believe in America. Sandra is a nursing home staffer, a widow, and a Trump supporter deep in the right-wing news vortex. Trump and the Republican Party claims an election fraud have left her hopeless. Yeah, she believes Trump, and everyone says Trump's wrong. I believe in the Trump wrong party. And so now she doesn't know what to believe in. I could see that. Biden promised to stop all deportations for 100 days after taking office. Activists are holding him to it. Okay. An ex-firefighter was arrested for throwing a fire extinguisher at police during the Capitol riot. Well, don't do that. A man charged with threatening to kill Nancy Pelosi will be kept in custody while his case is pending. Oh, good. 2 body week pieces you need to read. Why does everyone on Instagram suddenly have the same smile? That's interesting. I don't want butt injection, so I tried Brazilian butt lift leggings. Okay, and if I can't exercise my way to an unattainable perfection, and if I don't feel like getting a bunch of needles stuck into my butt, then why not buy some magic pants to trick everyone's eyes, including my own? These are things you learn today. So there's some long reads. I keep getting tattoos because nothing matters Does Shawn Mendes know who he is? And our list of 2021's most highly anticipated books is out. All right. No fun TikTok shanty stuff today. All right, so we're on our word of the day. We didn't get that today. I didn't receive that email by the time I was reading yesterday. Today's word, Messianism. Well, it says hit the speaker thing. Let's see if it will do it for me. Pronounce it for me. I hit it. Did it play it? Let's try it again. No, it's not playing it. Give me a graphic like it was going to play it. Okay, Messianism. Okay, part of speech is a noun, and its origin is Latin, early 17th century. It's patronage. Okay, why would we have one word to mean another word? Okay, so example of Messianism in a sentence. The museum honored the donors at the reception for their Messianism. And thanks to the Messianism of regular shoppers, local businesses were thriving. Okay, just say patronage. But, let's make up another word to mean another word. Nothing good there. Okay, we're on the New York Times now. So Joe Biden unveiled his plans to defeat the virus and fix the economy. We kind of talked about that. It's interesting to say, but he's pushing a different strategy than Obama did. I feel like it's just he's just going to basically did what Obama did because he was with Obama for the 8 years. But he's got a little bit different of a change, so we'll see how that goes. The Secret Service will establish a green zone in downtown Washington for this weekend, shutting down traffic, train lines. Troops flood into the city for the Biden inauguration. Dozens of people on FBI terrorist watch list, most of them suspected of being white supremacists, were in Washington the day of the Capitol attack. A retired Air Force officer who stormed the Senate chamber carrying zip ties intended to take hostages. Whoa. Biden picked Jamie Harris, a veteran in South Carolina politics, to lead the Democratic National Committee. Some Trump allies in the House, including Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz, are calling on Liz Cheney to resign from her post on November 3rd as the November 3rd House Republican. Senator Lisa Murkowski, Republican of Alaska, said the House had acted appropriately in impeaching President Trump, a sign that she may vote to convict him at trial. Okay. At the local level, the Republican Party remains devoted to Trump. The party is completely and totally realigned, one Florida state representative said. The historian Timothy Snyder wrote the Republicans were now split into two groups, the gamers and the breakers. All right. Virus deaths are skyrocketing in the U.S. as the national toll nears 400,000. Much of the surge is coming from Arizona and California. So be careful. At least 28 U.S. states have begun vaccinating older people. Britain banned arrivals from most of Latin America, as well as Portugal, over fears of a Brazilian virus variant. Okay. The more contagious virus variant could result in a more infectious in children unless schools shore up precautions, experts say. Okay, so the other big stories is 2020 effectively tied to 2016 for the hottest year on record, NASA confirmed. Disappointed with that information, as I said. Toyota will pay $180 million for failing to report vehicles that emitted excess pollution. Way to go. Try and get away with it. The New York State Attorney General is suing the New York Police Department over what she said were widespread abuses during last summer's protests after the killing of George Floyd. An earthquake in Indonesia killed at least 35 people. It was the third deadliest disaster in the country in a week after a plane crash and landslides. Yeah, so stay away from Indonesia. U.S. figure skating will pay out $1.45 million to former skater who accused the organization of failing to protect him from a coach's sexual abuse. Not good. Yeah. Always something. Oh, look at this. This is advertising the ground beef chili that has 2 secret ingredients, peanut butter and chocolate. Oh, you know what? That was the New York Times cooking thing, and here's the New York Times like kind of summary thing. So it made it here too. Funny. Let's see what to watch. Lumpen is a new Netflix series starring Omar Sy as a gentleman thief inspired by the charming rapscallion Arian Lumpkin. Okay. The Great Gatsby glut. F. Scott Scarrow classic novel The Great Gatsby is now in the public domain, meaning writers can mine the characters and plots for their own purposes without having to ask permission, except new adaptations, including a graphic novel and a zombie version. Okay, why not? The late night host joked about Rudy Giuliani. He is one of the few people still willing to join Trump in the foxhole. Yep. So yeah, that's who we're talking about now. Is Rudy Giuliani. All right, moving on. All right, so YouTube is sending to their creators a new year to bring your ideas to life. Tips to unleash your creative potential. Change up how you brainstorm. Seek inspiration in new spaces and fresh experiences, like a morning walk or swapping your music playlist. Okay. Remix the hits, tweak and reimagine existing twins or content series to provide a fresh take on an old topic. Let your data guide you. Review your performance data and YouTube's analytics and get your sense of your audience's evolving taste, and use Google Trends to view search interest. All right. There's a YouTube Trends report. There's a January Creator Spotlight in case you missed it. Favorite tips for your channel. There you go. It's very nice of them to send that out. There's the school is canceled email at 4:57 email in the morning. I got the call at 5:35, and Michelle said some of her coworkers got it at like 4 a.m. They're in a different school zone. All right. A thankful heart is not only the greatest virtue, but the parent of all the other virtues. Okay. NASA researcher pleads guilty to concealing China ties. Okay. About 20,000 National Guard members to be stationed around D.C. I didn't know it was 20,000. I thought it was 10,000. Black Lives Matter activists who stormed the Capitol on January 6th is charged. Yeah, right. He's just, yeah. I mean, that's just wrong. Chinese province of 38 million tells residents to isolate at home as virus outbreak worsens. Oh, I didn't know that was happening. I thought it was getting better over there. Chinese regime oversaw unprecedented efforts to crush human rights in 2020. U.S. Commission says. Economists predict sharp slowdown before outlook brightens considerably. All right. White House trade advisor, Amazon suspends of Parler is chilling. Yeah, they're getting rid of that service. Losing, yeah. Over 15,000 Falun Gong practitioners presented by Chinese regime in 2020. Twitter, Facebook, 51 billion combined market value erased since Trump banned. Yeah, so all the Trump people aren't going on there, and Trump's not going on there. That's okay. The legacy of Alan Rickman, one of Britain's finest artists. Questions about media storage on our new production studio. That's from the editors. Never Stop Grinding from Motivated. Let's see what that's about. It's good to never stop grinding. Pages are taking a while to pull up. After I knocked out my opponent and win, I keep training. Do what you have to do. Eat right, run, listen to Sword Art, OSTs, hit the pads, never stop grinding. That's what Mike Tyson said. Well, someone's saying that this is crazy. Mike Tyson didn't say this. I don't know. It's a good message to never stop grinding, I guess. I don't like that one so much. Yeah, so Michelle and I bought Michael Bublé tickets last year, and because of the pandemic, it got canceled, and now I think the concert is going to be September 17th, but we'll see if that happens. I think we've got Blake Shelton coming to the fair August 13th, and we'll see if that happens. I know, as of right now, we can't have concerts, but they're thinking by this fall we could. Let's see here. All right, so new position. Oh. I go there. All right, so let's see what this new. Let's put it on the spreadsheet. It's with, I think it is with E-Team. I don't think I have anything with them right now. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure that out. All right, so I don't know the company. The position I got here. And it's with that guy. His number is, there's his number. Then we don't know the pay. What's the company pay? Alexa, play music.
Here's an album you might like, Bohemian Rhapsody, the original soundtrack by Queen on Amazon Music.
All right, I think I'm done with that. Alexa, off. So it looks like Trump praises military policy, says troops in Afghanistan are at a 19-year low. Mm. So there's 3 books. So New Year, New Mindset. January is the perfect time to reflect on the past year and set mindful goals for each. So there's a book called All Because You Matter, Your Place in the Universe, and Your Thoughts Matter. Those are 3 books if you want to. New Year, New Mindset. There you go. 2020 is a year of resilience, according to is it Patron? How do you even pronounce that? Patreon. Patron. So there's good deal. All right, let's see here. Top innovations in gadgets is a green thumb. Using seed pods called Y-Cubes, Garden creates an indoor gardening solution that requires no sunlight and no water to grow up to 30 different plants with the help of an artificial intelligent assistant. There's also robot friends for life. Imagine all the comforts of a pandemic pet, but none of the responsibilities. And you get something like Qoobo, Qooboo. I've always thought a U had to follow a Q. A fuzzy therapeutic cushion with a tail. Oh, I don't know about that. Weed a la Mode. On first blush, Mode, the world's first cannabis dosing device, threatens to become a handhelding weed breathalyzer. That party trick you giggle over while comparing who among your friends is the most stoned. Well, okay, I don't know about that. Never look back. The Gen X mirror is a real head turner as a product, but buying it ensures you will never again have to risk looking behind you while driving. Chillest standout ever. This year's true star of the show was Cold Snap, hailing as Keurig of ice cream. The 50-pound machine dispenses single servings of frozen treats, from smoothies to ice creams and margaritas, using its recyclable aluminum pod system. From initial craving to delicious treat, the whole process takes a mere 60 to 90 seconds. I think that would be fun. Cold Snap. Let's see if we can find that. So not to the girls. Favorite sneakers are finally back. Finally. So someone's reimagined the masks. New designs for the mask. All right. Yeah, I don't want to watch Ellen DeGeneres' show. I TiVo that. Good Morning America. I watched a little bit of that. I almost got away with it on the Discovery Channel. I think I've seen some of that. My Name is Earl. I watched that for a little while. The Matrix, the first one was good. The other ones weren't so good. They made them all at the same time. And The Green Mile, that was good. Those are all good ones. All right, moving on. Home Depot wants me to shop for vanities. I think it's because we got a new vanity in our bathroom. That's why I don't need to shop for them. They don't know we got one. Q-Link Wireless is a government-assisted phone plan. Didn't know that was there, but hey, you need government assistant, Q-Link Wireless. There's an app called Next Door Neighbor, and people are thanking for people shoveling other people's driveways and things. More thieves on the east side. Snow removal booking, snow removals, foundation work, Medigap, blizzard warning. Those are keywords there. All right, so happy birthday to Jill Renee Wright, Tammy Hurley, Jim Myers, Tracy DeVillibus, John Marina, Heather Jean Hammett, Bimus Jetty, Ulrich Cochran, and Sheila Douglas. Oh, Sheila Douglas, some teacher. I think Holland and I used to play Ultimate Frisbee with. Sheila Douglas. I liked her. She's one of my favorite teachers. Oh, yesterday I was asking Mina Kimes from ESPN was asking people if they ever put shaving cream on their desks. And I had never had, but some people had. And so one of my buddies got back to me. He said I never used shaving cream on his desk. Well, the emails are taking a lot longer today. All right, video of the day. A hiker in Canada has a cool encounter with some marmots while taking a break on a trail. Hiker in Canada had a cool encounter with some marmots while taking a trail. So he's just lying there and some animals come.
The creamiest ever must-have smoothies. It's irresistibly delicious. More Almond Breeze, please.
Yeah, so Almond Breeze milk is the advertisement. Yeah, so this guy's just lying there, and these marmots come up and are interested in him, and kind of sniff and eventually go his way. So the reason why the sound thing didn't work on the words is because I do not have my speakers on. Yeah, you don't expect wildlife to come up to you while you're lying there, but these guys did. All right, we don't need to watch that anymore. So you see a plane land sideways and more. The beautiful and talented Lola plays tango. The illusion of a sea turtle is so well done. I bet you watched the video 2 or 3 times. Take a tour of an incredible plane and dream about how you could travel in such luxurious styles. 3 things to keep in the car besides flashlights and a first aid kit. 8 hands, 2 guitars, 3 women, and 1 very lucky guy. Okay. Those sound like interesting videos. It looks like there's some sales going on, of course. Get a new vacuum cleaner. Take a cruise to the Caribbean. Get some new sheets, a heater. Amazon Echo show. We have 2 Amazon Echoes, but no shows. An Apple Watch, a smoker, electric power lifter chair, an Apple MacBook, muscle rack, a men's slim fit raincoat, Christmas tree storage bag. We just store ours in the box we got. TV, mini Coke fridge, some earbuds, swivel chair, a wall clock, Windows 10, elliptical machine, 2-speed electrical centrifuge juice extractor, adjustment rolling garment, stainless steel hose, cross-made over-the-door basket organizer, little garden kit. That's the second time I've seen an indoor garden thing today. Window privacy, DHP's folded guest bed. It's kind of nice. A little folded guest bed. We have my air bed. Folded bed's nice. Some shoes. Electric snow shovel for $49. That'd be nice and use it today if I had it, but I don't have it. Les Mills. You can join Les Mills. Get some smart bar and weight sets from Les Mills. ExpressVPN, the world's leading #1 VPN. Yeah, do that. Applebee's Grills. So you get to take $5 off your $25 order this weekend. We like Applebee's. I'll forward that. Then we got Bass Pro Shop, Red Heat Imperial, portable heater buddy, weather station, gun rack, all things I need. At our church this weekend, we have the baptism class. That's the Sunday, the 24th. Next Step class, that's Sunday the 31st. The congregational meeting, that's Sunday the 31st. And a marriage workshop, that's February 6th. All good events. Podcast newsletter. And not much there. China Vision. Hot sellers, a mini DV camera for $13. Kind of neat. Remote clone car key, Bluetooth earbuds, instant translator, a smart security camera, a 4-inch display camera, car DVD, a drone, which Allison got me a drone for Christmas, but with the snow and wet outside, I don't want to take it out there. We got some headphones. We got a smart bracelet. We got some earphones. We got a pro microphone. Got a portable media projector, a portable photo studio, a scan disc, a mini Wi-Fi keyboard touchpad. Oh, okay. Portable Bluetooth keyboard, a mini dash cam, a wireless car reverting, a car BT FM transmitter in USB, a smart, an intelligent clerical spine massager. Oh, those are things we all need. 2-in-1 heating food box, a baby formula dispenser, affordable solar panel charger. That's kind of nice. Steam spray machine, color changing shower head, smart robotic vacuum, bicycle mini size, pump, compression leg sleeves, mini day night binoculars, fishing tackle storage back, multifunctional fishing lure, racing rod, a full head warming hat. Seems repetitive. Windbreakers, sportswear jacket, winter no slip warm gloves. All the good stuff. We're closing near the hour, so it's been fun. But until we do it again, bye.